So dear friends, yet another day we are doing SAT Mathematics. So today's topic is SAT test paper number 4, and we will be continuing the question number 21 onwards, and we will finish this section today. Let's do it. So let us start with question number 21. See here in question number 21 and 22, we have this graph which tells us about the renewable energy consumption in the year 2000, which is by the dark region, and 2010 by the lighter region. Now the question says, in a scatter plot of this data, where the renewable energy consumption in the year 2000 is plotted against the x-axis, here we plot around 2000, and here we will plot which is for 2010. So how many data points would be above the line y equal to x? Above the line y equal to x. This is the line y equal to x. Above the line means here y should be greater than x, right? So just simply check that in which of the following is y greater than x. That is, the lighter region is greater than the dark region. So it is in the first one, in the second one, and then in this winter. So we have 3. So our answer will be C. So C is the right answer. Let us go to question number following. Which of the following best estimates the percentage decrease in the consumption of wood power? Wood power is this one. So it was 2.25. Now it has decreased to 2. So 2.25 to 2.00. It means percentage decrease, that is decrease is 0.25 over 2.25 times 100%. So that will be 1 over 9 times of 100%. So it's a calculator question. Simply calculate it. It will be around 11.11 type like this thing. So I think we should go with option number B, because that's the nearest one. Now next to question number 23. The table below gives the distribution of high temperature in degree Fahrenheit for city A and city B over the same 21 days in March, right? Okay. Which of the following is true about the data shown of these 21 days? Number 1, the standard deviation of the temperature in city A is larger. See, the standard deviation is larger if the range is larger. So I think range is same in both the cases. And then since it is less scattered, city is less scattered, I think its standard deviation should be less. So A is wrong. The standard deviation of temperature in city B is larger. So this is right, because here it is scattered. Scattered means that it is spread, it is dispersed basically. So whenever the data is more dispersed, that is more scattered, for same range, we have more standard deviation. So I will go with B. So just simply remember a rule that more scattered, more the data is scattered, more is the standard deviation if the range is same. Okay. Let us go to question number 24. In the circle above, segment AB is the diameter. If the length of the arc ADB, this is the length of this arc, is 8 pi. What's the length of the radius? What's the length of the radius? See, here length of arc is 8 pi, and this length of arc is 8 pi. So it means that the length of the arc ADB means this arc is 8 pi. It means if I take the whole circumference, that will be 2 times 8 pi. That means 16 pi, which should be equals to 2 pi times of r. So now r will be equals to, dividing both sides by 2 pi. So r will be equals to 8. So the correct answer is C. Okay. So arc ADB means not arc DB, it is the whole arc ADB. Right. Let us go to question number 25. The polynomial f and gx are defined above. Which of the following polynomial is divisible by 2x plus 3? So what I will do, I will simply find their factors first of all. So if I take the factors over here, I will take 2x common, I will get x squared plus 3x plus 2. So that accounts to 2x times x plus 1, x plus 2. And if I factorize this gx, I will simply get x plus 1 into x plus 2. So when I add them, if I add the two, fx plus gx, this should give you x plus 1 into x plus 2, which is common in both, then 2x plus 1. So this is not divisible by this. Then if I take thrice of gx, means we are multiplying this by 3x. So when I again add them, I will take x plus 1 and x plus 2 common, and when taking x plus 1, x plus 2 common, I will get 2x from fx, and 3gx will give you 3 only. So this is the right answer. I will go with B. Next, question number 26. Let x and y be the numbers such that x lies in between negative y and plus y. Which of the following must be true? The first one says x is greater than 0. The second one, it says x is greater than 0. Not necessarily. It could be negative also. Right? So next one is, the first one says modulus of x is, see, whenever we have modulus, that is absolute value, so we have two roots. For positive, we take the same sign, that is, for positive root, we take the same sign of the inequality, but for negative root, we take the opposite. Just remember this rule. So we have greater than negative y and less than y. So I will go with number 1. Now next, third one says y is greater than 0. Y is positive, so which must be true. So if I take negative y to positive y, and if I take y to be negative 2, then 2 should be greater than this, and x. So this is not possible because there is no number as such here. So y has to be positive. When it becomes positive, then this becomes the case. So that can be there. So I will go with 1 and 3. That is option number C. So C is the correct choice. Question number 27. Question number 27 says the relative housing cost of the US city is defined to be the ratio average housing cost of the city over national housing cost expressed as percentage. So this is relative housing cost and this is the population density. The scattered above shows the relative housing cost and the population density of the several large US cities in the year. The line of best fit is this. Which of the following best explains 61 related to the scatter plot? Now what is the meaning of y 61? 61 over here is the y-intercept, right? So when it's the y-intercept, it means it's talking about in 2005, the lowest housing cost in the United States was $61 per month. No, they are talking about the percentage of national average cost. So this is not there. In 2005, the lowest housing cost in the United States was about 61% of the highest costing cost. They are talking about percentage here, here and here. I have to check. In 2005, even in cities with low population densities, housing costs were never below 61% of the national average. In 2005, even the cities with low population densities, housing costs were likely to be at least, yeah, it should be likely, most likely. See, there are between the options C and D are very close, but whenever they talk about this type of relative housing, they are just talking about most likelihood. That is, they're talking about the probability, okay, not the accurate figure. So that's why I will go with D. So here the line of best fit represents the expected relative housing cost for the certain population density based on the data point in the graph. Okay, so we might say that on an average city of the population density, X is expected to have a relative housing of cost of say y%, which is given by y equals to this. Okay, so the number 61 in the equation, it represents the y-intercept, right? So choice D is the most nearest answer. So I will go with D. Then we have question number 28. which of the following is an equivalent form of this? So we will simply, in which appears the constant of the coefficient. Minimum value appears as the constant of the coefficient. Constant or coefficient. Okay. So the minimum value when we have the whole square thing. So let us expand it. This will be x square plus 6x minus 4x, so plus 2x minus 24. So I can write it as x square plus 2x plus 1 and minus 1 minus 24. So I can write it as x square, x plus 1 whole square minus 25. So I will go with D because it tells us about the minimum value, which is minus 25, because all other values are above minus 25, as it is x plus 1 whole square. Next, going to question number 29. If x is the average of m and 9 and y is the average of 2m and 15, see, it means that m plus 9 over 2 is equal to x. It means m plus 9 is equal to 2x. And y is the average of 2m and 15. So this is y. It means 2m plus 15 is equal to 2y. So, and z is the average of 3m and 18. So 3m plus 18 over 2 equals to z. So it is 2z. Now what's the average of x, y and z in terms of m? So it will just add all the three. We get 2x plus 2y plus 2z. This will give you m plus 9. So m plus 2m, 3m plus 3m gives you 6m. Then 9 plus 18, 27 plus 15 gives you 42. And dividing all of them by 3. No, first of all, I will just find this and then I will find what is x plus y plus z, because I need to find the average of x plus y plus z. So dividing both sides by 2. So 3m plus 21. Now dividing by 3, because we need to find the average, so it will give you m plus 7. So I would go with option number B. So B is the correct answer. Next question. Let me rub this because I need some space to do it. And if you have any problem, what you need to do is just quickly go back, pause the video and watch it again. Okay, it's very simple. Question number 30 says that the function this is graphed in the xy plane if k is a constant such that fx equal to a has three real solutions. Which of the following could be the value of k? See, if it is having three real solutions, means the graph should cut it over here like this, right? Why should k equal to cut it over here or in between this and this? So it cannot be 2 because here it will cut at only 1 point, this point, so 2 is ruled out. It cannot be 0 because y equal to 0 is this line and it is only at 1 point. It cannot be minus 3 because if I draw it minus 3 exactly, if I draw it, it cannot be minus 2, sorry, minus 2, because if I draw it minus 2 and that will simply go above this. So I will go with D, because when I draw y equals to minus 3, it cuts the graph at 3 points. See, these 3 points, 1, 2 and 3. Next, question number 31. Now we are having 8 grading questions. Just pay attention. A partially filled pool contains 600 gallons of water. A hose in the turn on and water flows into the pool at the rate of 8 gallons per minute. 8 gallons per minute. Okay. How many gallons will the water pool after 70 minutes? Okay. Already it has 600 gallons and plus 8 per minute into 70 means you will get 600 plus 560. So just calculating it, you add using your calculator, or if you are mentally so strong in mathematics, you can simply add it like this. Your answer is 1160. The normal systolic pressure P in millimeters of the mercury for an adult male X years old can be measured by this. Okay, according to the model, for every increase of 1 years of age by how many millimeters will the mercury will be normal systolic blood pressure of an adult male increases? It means they're just talking about the slope. See here, it is x by 2, that is half x, and plus 110. When they're talking about the average means they're talking about every increase of 1 year of age means they're talking about the slope, and here the slope is half. So 1 by 2 is the answer, or you can say 0.5 or simply 0.5. Let us go to question number 33. The PES, a Roman measure of length, is approximately equal to 11.65 inches. It is also equivalent to 16 smaller Roman units called digits. Based on this relationship, 75 Roman digits is equivalent to how many feet? 75 Roman digits. 75 Roman digits means, first of all, we find for one Roman digit. Okay, so since there are 16 Roman digits in a Roman PES, 75 digits are equivalent to 75 over 16 pence. Since one PES is equal to 11.65 inches, so just multiplying this by 11.65 and multiplying this by 1 by 12, because we need to find the answer in feet, and that gives you, just calculate it. So this gives you 75 times 11.65 over 192. So I'm getting the answer as 4.55078. So you have to write it in the grid. So grid has only 4 sections. So you can write 4.55. So answer is 4.55. Next question. Question number 32. In a study of bat migration habits, 240 male bats and 160 female bats have been tagged. If 100 more female bats are tagged, how many more males must be tagged so that 3 by 5 of the total number of bats in the study are tagged? See, let us see. 240 of males are tagged. How many more male bats are tagged? Let us suppose X are tagged. And 160, 100 female bats are tagged. So total were 400. 160 plus 240. And now 100 more are tagged. And so total will be plus X. And this should be 3 by 5. Now we need to find what is X. This is 500 plus 1X. It means cross multiplying, we get 1200 plus 5X is equal to 1500 plus 3X. So 2X equals to 300. It means dividing both sides by 2, we get X equals to 150, and this is the final answer. Okay, good going. Only 4 more questions to go. The dynamic pressure Q is generated by the fluid is given by this formula. Now the question is, an aeronautical engineer uses the formula to find the dynamic pressure of a fluid moving with velocity v and same fluid moving with velocity 1.5 v. What is the ratio of the dynamic pressure of the faster fluid to the lower fluid? So Q2 is faster. It is half of n into 1.5 v whole square, and Q1 is the slower one, which is half of n into v square. So cancelling out this and this, the numerator is 2.25 v square, denominator is simply v square. Cancelling v square, we get answer as 2.25, or you can write 9 by 4. So both are same. Sorry. In the figure above, the circle has a center 0, O, and radius 10. Okay, the radius is 10. If the length of the arc is between 5 and 6, what is one possible length of arc? Means r times of possible interior value of x, r times of x over, see, first of all we convert it into radians. So x degrees means x into pi by 180 radians. So into x into pi by 180 radians. Now this should be between 5 and 6. So we need to find x. So let us put the value of r. So 5 should be x into pi into 10 over 180 less than x. 10 and 10 cancels out. We get, multiplying by 18, 90 pi x and 108 multiplying by 18 and dividing by pi, 90 by pi x and 108 by pi. So when I observe 90 by pi, 90 by pi gives you 28.6, and 108 by pi gives you, calculating, 34.4. So we can have any value between these two. So 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 and 34. Anything can be the answer. Okay, let us go to last two questions. See, here we say that the stock analysis believes that the stock will lose 28%. When he's taking, he's losing 28%. So we have to subtract 1 minus 0.28, that is 28%, and we get 0.72. So R is equals to 0.72. Then to the nearest dollar, what does the analyst believe the value of the stock will be at the end of 3 weeks? So this here T is its value for each week for the next 3 weeks. Okay, so T, so V equals to 360 times 0.72 raised to power 3. He's asking you believe that the stock will be at least end of the weeks. Okay, so we need to find this. Okay, so I'm calculating it. Let me use my calculator. First of all, I write 0.72 raised to power 3. It is coming out to be 0.373248, and multiplying this by 360, we get 134.369. So that will be equal to $134 to the nearest, because they're asking about the nearest answers, right? So this is the answer, nearest dollar. Okay, students, so this is all about our paper number 4. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do like it, share it and subscribe it. Bye-bye.